Hello, Gemini. This is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading for you today. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own. And if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Do stick with us, though, as there's definitely a message here for you specifically. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings as well, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now, let's get right in on our general reading. So, Gemini, it looks like you're going to be taking things one at a time coming up, and it looks like you're just going to be going with the flow for a little bit. I think that this will fall more in line when we go through our readings, but I do see a lot happening for you, and honestly, I do see an overarching kind of not so much lack of planning, but more natural confidence, like you do without even needing to go about planning every single step. It looks like this is a situation even where you're going to be making some new decisions that are going to fall into this, and let's just keep an eye on that as we go along. Now, we are going to be starting off with both a love and a financial reading back to back, so let's get right into that in just a moment here. So we're just going to give it a shuffle, and then we'll be doing basically a deal for each at the same time, and then one card for both. All right, one little more. Okay, there we go. All right, so in terms of that love reading, I do see that you've been trying to take things one step at a time recently, and there has been some progress for you. It looks like you have been developing a relationship. This may not be a love relationship at this point, but there is a relationship that is growing. There are feelings that are growing, and there is sentimental value in this relationship already. And I do see things growing for you gradually, even if it's not been immediate, even if it's not been at the pace that you were initially expecting. I do see positive tidings, and I do see, honestly, some happiness for you. Now, in terms of that love, I do see that you are basically taking some risks, and it looks like that person has been taking some risks as well, because it looks like they may be kind of experiencing the same feelings, the same thoughts, and they're trying to gauge that same situation. They're trying to gauge the possibilities, and they want to move forward with things, but it looks like you and that person are very unsure of each other. If, say, this is a situation where that person likes you, you like that person, is kind of like all up in the water, or pardon me, up in the air, and it looks like it's just a sense of unease or unknowing that's flowing between you both. And I do see this really coming as a time where there's going to be a sudden stop, not in the relationship, but in that feeling of uneasiness or lack of confidence, that very soon there's going to be something that'll happen that will really give you and that person the confidence that this is what you want, and this is a situation where things don't have to be so uncertain. That even with uncertainty, you can have certainty, and you can kind of guide your own hand. Even if you can't be certain of the other person's feelings, you can guide your own hand and push through for any possibility. And I do see that that person may very well have that same realization. Now, I do see that there is possibility here where there will be some new situations arising. I do see that there's going to be some things happening, and it's going to be quite rapid for you. But in your love, it looks like this is going to be not so much from your side planned, but it will be planned action. And I do see a lot happening for you. So I do see quite a bit of movement there. Now let's get into our financial reading. In terms of finances, I see that recently you had something change fundamentally in your finances. This could be, say, you've had a total upset or like total change in the way that you are earning money. Could be that you changed your job. Could even be that you had a big change in your finances. Maybe you spent a lot and have to now recuperate. Or it could even be the opposite, that you've been working hard and you had a turnaround recently where now you feel kind of comfortable with those finances. And I do see that being acknowledged. I see that the effort that you're putting in has been acknowledged and you are growing something special. With that you're growing something special, I do see that acknowledgement is really coming into play here as well. And I do see that you and basically your entire department, your team, however you like to call it, that group is absolutely growing something special. This isn't a situation where it's all you or none you. No, this is that you are part of the team and your team is there working with you and alongside you. And I do see something, a deep friendship growing out of this as well. So I do see some things happening for you financially. Looks like there won't be a lot of change in the actual finances, but in the way that the people around you treat you will be changing quite a bit very soon. Now that brings us to the end of this reading. I'll just reiterate that I can be found on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings as well. So get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.